Behind me is a 2015 Volkswagen Jetta. It may look quite a lot like the old car, but Volkswagen has actually improved a few things to keep it relevant. Let's take a look at what they've done. Let's start at the front, where you'll find new headlights that are ever so slightly different from the outgoing cars. They're just a little bit more angular. They sit around a larger grille that now has 3 chrome slats rather than 2, and below all of this is a new bumper with a bigger air dam. It all makes the car appear a little bit wider. It's a similar story at the rear, where the tail lamps are slimmer and sharper, and there's a new boot lid and bumper as well. But what about the cabin? Are the changes on the inside as subtle as the ones on the outside? So I'm currently in the Jetta 2.0 TDI Highline, a range topper with all the bells and whistles. And this one comes with the 6-speed DSG automatic as well. The first thing you notice when you step into the driver's seat of the new Jetta is that it's got the new steering wheel from the facelifted Polo and Vento. But it's a little different with a few more controls on it, which is a nice touch. The instrument cluster is also new, and it now sits inside a very premium looking chrome ring binnacle. That aside, it's pretty much the same as before. A rather plain looking dashboard, but one that's built fastidiously well. The equipment list is pretty much the same as before too. And while there's a decent amount of kit on this Highline spec, there's no escaping the fact that rivals these days offer more. Still, you do get an electric driver's seat, a touchscreen infotainment system, gear shift paddles, leather seats, and cruise control. Volkswagen also tells us that they fitted the new Jetta with a system that can detect if you're feeling drowsy. And luckily, I haven't quite had the opportunity to test that one yet. So what about the driving experience then? Has there been any change on that front? Well, the engines and gearboxes remain unchanged, so don't expect much of a difference there. This 2-litre TDI diesel, for example, still makes 138 bhp. It still packs a solid mid-range punch, and it's still one of the best 4-cylinder diesel engines in the business. Now the 6-speed DSG automatic gearbox is quick, obedient, and almost seamless in the way it shifts. So that's the powertrain. And when it comes to this car's dynamics, again, there have been no changes. But that's a good thing. Now since there are no mechanical changes to this car, it drives exactly like the last one did, which is to say rather well. The steering isn't the most feel-sim, but it is very accurate and makes the car go exactly where you want it to. There's loads of grip from the front and the car will hold on nicely in a corner. So it's still a great experience from the driver's seat, but crucially, the Jetta is great for being driven in as well. The back seat is very comfortable and supportive, and there's more than enough space for you to stretch out. But one of the best things about this car is the way it rides. It's got a real solid feel to it, and it just smothers pretty much any kind of bump or road imperfection. You could put a lot of that down to this car's independent rear suspension. It may be expensive, but it makes all the difference. This whole car feels very heavy and solid and meaty, like a German car should. We also noticed that this diesel version rides a little bit firmer than the petrol one. That's likely to do with extra stiffening for the heavy engine in the hood. And speaking of the petrol car, we got a chance to sample that one as well. So the Jetta I'm driving right now is the petrol version, the 1.4 TSI. Like the previous version, it produces around 120 horsepower and is mated to a wonderful 6-speed manual only. Newer versions of this engine do produce more power, but even in this older guise, it's more than enough for the Jetta. This 1.4 turbo petrol motor really has a lot of punch, and surprisingly, really likes to rev as well. However, there are a few issues. For one, this petrol car is only available in the bottom and mid-level trim. And we would have liked to have seen a fully loaded Highline version as well. And while we like this 1.4-litre TSI motor quite a lot, Skoda does offer a 1.8-litre TSI motor in its cars. And that motor in this car would have been really special. So there's not a whole lot that's new in the 2015 Volkswagen Jetta, apart from a few cosmetic changes on the outside and in. But then, this was a very capable car to begin with. Yes, we would have liked VW to introduce a bit more equipment and perhaps the 1.8-litre turbocharged petrol engine. However, as it stands, this is still a very capable and likable executive sedan.